The Bitcoin strategic reserve officially got confirmed, but at the confirmation we have seen a dump towards the downside. So are we about to see a sell the news event right now for Bitcoin with the White House summit incoming today? Well, we are going to need to be talking about that exactly, because we either need to see something groundbreaking to be announced today, and I will be discussing all of the different possibilities that we can be getting today, but either we need to see this or I think we're going to be seeing a sell the news event. But anyways, a huge amount of volatility is going to be incoming today with the unemployment data coming in at the White House summit. So need to be talking about that exactly and much more in today's update video. So can we once again push up the likes? Back up after 200 likes. That will be absolutely amazing. And as always, let's have a look into that short term. And in that short term, well, the Bitcoin strategic reserve got confirmed. This is going to be mega bullish for Bitcoin in the longer term. But in the short term, we are seeing a slight sell-off towards the downside. Why? Because the USA is not going to be using taxpayers' money to be acquiring more Bitcoin. The US has only really announced that they're going to be holding their seized Bitcoin, which is still a pretty and very bullish development. But there's a lot of uncertainty going around, because is the US actually going to be acquiring more Bitcoin? And if so, how are they going to be doing that? Well, a lot of these things I think are going to be become clear today at the White House summit. And honestly, we do need something very bullish to happen. Otherwise, I do think we are going to be seeing a sell the news event, because we have already got the confirmation of the Bitcoin strategic reserve. The market reacted pretty negatively towards that. Yes, in the longer term, it's going to be extremely bullish. Do not get me wrong. Global FOMO is literally starting right now. But just in that immediate short term, well, we might be getting a little bit of a sell the news event if these scenarios were not to happen, okay? These are going to be the scenarios which ultimately are going to be causing a very bullish effect towards the market. If this were to happen, well, in that case, I think the Bitcoin price is about to blast off and definitely is about to be breaking this downtrend, which we are right now in. So let's go over the scenarios. First of all, Senator Cynthia Lummis has already stated that this is only the beginning. A lot more is about to happen. She, of course, is very bullish on Bitcoin. And she has already stated that the Fed should sell some of its gold reserves to buy Bitcoin. And yes, if this were to be announced during the White House summit today, well, in that case, we're going to be running it up. In that case, Bitcoin is about to explode. And this is a viable scenario. This could happen, because the only thing that was stated is that there will be a plan developed for a budget-neutral strategies for acquiring additional Bitcoin, but not using American taxpayers' dollars. So using the gold reserves to buy Bitcoin is a viable scenario that could happen. Two other things that could happen is, for example, government-run Bitcoin mining. This is also going to be a very bullish scenario that could be getting announced today. Also, Bitcoin-backed bonds like the El Salvador model, and also, for example, the MicroStrategy model in a case. And well, we do know that Michael Saylor is going to be a speaker at the White House summit, so this could also be a pretty viable and good scenario that could happen. And another thing could be that Trump will announce a 0% capital gains tax on US crypto health for more than 1 year. Now, these are going to be the scenarios that could be getting announced. And if this is going to be getting announced, any of these scenarios or anything close towards these scenarios, that's going to be a reason for a mega Bitcoin pump. But if none of these scenarios are going to be getting announced, this White House summit is just going to be a little bit of a shit talk. Well, in that case, I do think we're going to be seeing a sell the news event. And then prices can definitely start to fall towards the downside again. Then I'm going to be having a look at this uptrending level of support. If we can be holding that level, well, that would still be very good. And ultimately, I am going to be expecting a bullish breakout. Ultimately, I am still going to be expecting this trap to be playing out like I've been talking about in the recent few days, which I do want to be saying, because in that short term, yes, a lot of volatility is going to be dependent on the outcome of the White House summit, about the bills that Trump is going to be passing, and also about the unemployment rates we are about to get today. This is also going to be causing some massive volatility for the Bitcoin price today. So yes, in the short term, a lot is going to be dependent on this news that we are about to get today. But if we're going to be zooming out, if we're going to be having a look into a bigger picture, honestly, it doesn't really matter what is about to happen today. Because if we're going to be zooming out, what is happening in the broader view is just global FOMO, which is literally happening right now. Because Trump has just signed a strategic US Bitcoin reserve, I think other countries are also going to be following. For example, Canada, for example, China. Well, they are already in talks. And for that longer term, I still do think that this trap is going to be playing out. We have been having a huge consolidation range. We've been breaking down of this consolidation range, right? We have definitely broken down of this range right now, but we have always been consolidating for about 1 to 2 months. And after this region, well, then we initiated that next leg higher. And it is, of course, already widely known by my followers that we are still going to be trading instead of a bull market. So it's going to be pretty likely that this is just going to be another liquidity grab, and this is just going to be another trap just before we are headed even further towards the upside. So yes, that is going to be one thing what I just wanted to be saying. Yes, in the short term, a lot is going to be dependent on this news, but in the longer term, if we're going to be zooming out, we're still looking very good. We're still looking very bullish. More bullish than ever before. And in that longer term, this is once again just going to be a very good buying opportunity still. I mean, that is exactly what whales are right now doing. Retail is panic selling while whales are accumulating. Whales are buying. Bitfinex whales are right now buying. We can clearly be seeing it. And at the same time, while global liquidity is still increasing, and Bitcoin always tends to follow that global liquidity with about a 2.5 month lag. So yeah, it is still about to happen. I still think that Bitcoin is about to be catching up towards the upside in that longer term. We just need a little bit more patience, and we just need news to be on our side today with the White House summit. So let's see what actual news we're going to be getting today. Anyways, guys, if you're going to be getting interested in trading right now as well, make sure to be checking out that first link down below, because with that first link down below, you can be claiming an insane 10% cashback bonus, which is absolutely insane if it is going to be available in your country. So make sure to be checking it out. If it is going to be available in your country, well, then you can be claiming this insane bonus with this money, you can be literally open up free trading positions or buy even more free Bitcoin with free money, which you're going to be getting. Anyways, if we're going to be zooming out even further, I think Bitcoin is just trading inside of this parabolic curve over here. But anyways, for altcoins, still looking very good. Ethereum is at a major accumulation zone right now. I think something massive could as well be happening today with Ethereum at the White House summit. I mean, something very bullish could be said about Ethereum. Let's see if that is going to be the case. If that is going to be the case, well, that could be the start of the altcoin season, because literally all of the components for alt season are going to be here. I mean, we have got a great Ethereum chart. We have got the global liquidity increasing towards the upside. We have got already a Bitcoin being at these high levels. We have got the year of altcoins being started, given the Bitcoin 4-year cycle, and at the same time, the dollar has just started breaking towards the downside. So all of the components are there for an alt season to really start. Risk on assets are going to be in again. They're going to be exploding again because the dollar is falling towards the downside. So looking very good for the altcoins. Let's see if something bullish is about to be announced today. Anyways, guys, with that being said, make sure to be following me over on X to be staying up to date about every single market development with the White House summit today. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.